As the gay liberation movement, the movement against AIDS, movements for marriage equality have increased social acceptance of LGBTQ people, the definition of the family has expanded in order to protect capital. And the capitalist class has adjusted, affording LGBTQ people marriage equality or a semblance of recognition by the state.
The capitalist class afforded gay people marriage or recognition of the state in order to increase its dominance over this privatized unit. As a reminder, these people never wanted gay marriage to be legalized. They never wanted gay marriage to be legalized. This is yet another conservative bullshit talking point. Marriage is a form of propertied relationship. They believe capitalism allowed gay people to get married to bring them into the propertied relationship to expand the power of capital.
To be clear, marriage equality and other reforms are positive developments that have allowed for safer conditions for queer people, but assimilation into capitalist structures utilized to uphold sexism, homophobia, transphobia under capitalism has not radically shifted the oppression of queer people.
Okay. Gay marriage is about assimilation into capitalist structures. That's why they never really wanted gay marriage to be legalized. So they're like, okay, so like gay people can visit their loved ones in the hospital, and I guess that's a positive development. But overall, the bigger picture is gay marriage is assimilation into capitalist structures, and it hasn't gotten rid of the oppression of anyone. You guys understand that? Listen.
To be clear, marriage equality and other reforms are positive developments that have allowed for safer conditions for queer people, but assimilation into capitalist structures utilized to uphold sexism, homophobia, transphobia under capitalism has not radically shifted the oppression of queer people. Regardless of whether the family is inclusive or not, it is a tool to maintain capitalist hegemony. The responsibilities of household labor.
The goal of the family is to maintain capitalist hegemony.
Regardless of whether the family is inclusive or not, it is a tool to maintain capitalist hegemony. So what are we asking for? An absolute overthrow of capitalism by the working class. It is utopian to believe that we can reform the family to be something it was never meant to be. Capitalism.
Overthrowing capitalism necessitates overthrowing the family. You cannot overthrow capitalism without overthrowing the family, because the family is the means of reproduction of capitalism. That is why they want to get rid of it, guys. That is the core of the fucking argument.
No time to spend outside of the endless labor. The exhaustion caused by these expectations feels never ending. So what are we asking for? An absolute overthrow of capitalism by the working class. It is utopian to believe that we can reform the family to be something it was never meant to be. Capitalism cannot be reformed or undone by top-down legislation rather than the independent working activity of the working class. Thus, neither can the family. These idealistic ideas of change as an individualistic process poison our ability to revolt against capitalism. The family is a purposeful tool used by the ruling class to divide. It is not a moral battle, but a battle against the capitalist structures which enforce our oppression.
The battle against the family is the battle against the capitalist structures which enforce our oppression. They believe that every single person is oppressed because of capitalism. The nuclear family reinforces the capitalist structures that enforce our oppression. You cannot be free of oppression without being free of the nuclear family, and therefore without being free of capitalism. Would their perfect society be one where where no kids have a mother and a father and no structured family life? Yes. No mothers, no fathers, no parental rights, no privatized family unit. The kids belong to everyone. It's not to say they're not going to have kids. They are going to have kids. The kids belong to everyone. Everyone is responsible for caretaking the kids. That is what their society looks like.
The capitalist state promotes gender divisions as well to stabilize it. As Lewis says, without family, in short, no bourgeois state. And perhaps more importantly, I say, without a bourgeois state, no family. The making of queer communes, where these responsibilities are shared, is certainly desirable escapism. We must look for liberation from the family structure in the overthrow of capitalism.
Bing.
To sequester oneself off from society and call it revolutionary change is giving up on the possibility of revolution itself.
Okay, so they're saying if you're one of those people that you just want to go live in a commune in the woods, you are giving up on the greater potential of revolution in our society, and it's a fucking cop-out.
While the making of queer communes, where these responsibilities are shared, is certainly desirable escapism, we must look for liberation from the family structure in the overthrow of capitalism. To sequester oneself off from society and call it revolutionary change is giving up on the possibility of revolution itself. As understandable of a desire as it may be, it's unsustainable.
We may only be able to get through one presentation today. That'll be fine, actually. Given the sheer amount of people in the country now, how do they see, for instance, children belonging to everyone? Would they break everyone into smaller groups? Yeah, basically. So, like, when, and I'm going to say when, because I think the left is going to win ultimately. I think these people are going to win because they have no opposition. When the left wins, essentially, they see basically society breaking down into much smaller units. And so it would be like, it's kind of like everyone would live on their own commune. It's like there'd be like a lot of fucking communes, but like everyone would live on a commune, and then people from all the communes would send representatives to like a regional congress, which would make like regional decisions, and they would send representatives to like a national congress where they would make national decisions, even though they don't really want borders to exist. But like there would be a very different terms of like decision making structure. But essentially, yeah, like think of it as like a million fucking communes. Everyone's living in their own little village, their own little commune, and they would sometimes come together on a regional or national level to talk about things that are of like group importance, is essentially how they have envisioned. Well, there would be no more state. So will they ban marriage? There would be no more state. So who's going to marry you? What after guys, the revolution means overthrowing the government. These people want to violently overthrow the government. Who's going to administer your marriage after they violently overthrow the government? So would they ban it? I mean, maybe not explicitly. They're not going to write some sort of rule that says marriage is hereby banned. There's going to be no institution in which to administer the marriage.